Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode of Total Wrestling Live here at the Monster Factory.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome
What an exciting feeling going around here at Total Wrestling Live. I am excited as well here, Christian, coming off the excitement of last weekend's factory reboot. This is a fallout show, and the consequences, we're going to feel them here. A big change happened this weekend over the past show, seeing a turn of heart of the Body Snatchers. I mean, I don't know, but I gotta tell you, that was something else. But these two tonight, they look like they're ready for business. Well, I don't know if I fully trust the Body Snatchers. I've been on the receiving end of many of an attack, but the fans seem to love them here tonight. They are feeling it. As we see Marvelous, the God of Dad Bod, and Mini Marvelous. Mini Marvelous, one of the hottest rising stars here at the Monster Factory. You can purchase a Mini Marvelous here at the show.
Monster Factory faithful. Welcome to Total Wrestling Live! And over the last 23 episodes, believe it or not, me and the God of Dad Bod, we have been listening. We have been paying attention. And we heard all of you guys. Whether if you like what we've done or not, you still supported us, and for that, we thank you. Now, what we did on Saturday wasn't just because it was the right thing to do, no. We did on Saturday is because there's these two wannabe tough guys, you know, the name Bobby Buffet and Xander Alexander.
This crowd is very emphatic about their feelings.
So much so, posers are one of the tough guys. They're not even here tonight. But you know who is here tonight? Mini Mar, the God of Dad Bod, the Body Snatchers. You know what's gonna come next? Talk to him, Pete.
Forever long, 23 weeks, Liz. We've been the best of that 23 weeks. Whether we're kidnapping, beating people up, or even dressing up like little gold goblins, we're here. We're here all the time, night in, night out, because body snatching isn't easy. It's the hardest thing anyone can do, and there's two people in this building that do it best. Now, it might seem that I, the God of Dad Bod, am the most articulate of the bunch, but let me let you all in on a little secret, because the truth is, this man right here, on the microphone, is the best Mini Marvelous.
Oh, what? I wanted to hear Mini Marvelous speak. Uh-oh. Wait a second. This looks very familiar. Is this a third Conquistador? Conquistador Trace? But the Body Snatchers seem confused as well. Color me shocked as well. He's got the moves, though. It's all in the hips. For a luchador from the 1980s, he looks incredible. And, well, I would not advise anybody to touch Mini Marvelous. Oh, come on. Oh! Well,
you can't say that wasn't warranted.
You can't be surprised. This is, marvelous into the corner.
knees!
Oh, look at that. And, it's the God dose. Wow.
That vice grip
It
crushed his head.
Wow. They are into it.
They are
That's-
rabid here tonight.
And the God Dabba gave them exactly what they wanted.
The fans called for a public execution, and they got one.
That's,
My goodness.
and the lesson here, Christian, is don't put on a random gold mask that you find in the back and wander out.
I want to know who that is. I want to know who's under that mask.
I don't think he knows right
My
now
mother.
after that.
See, this is why I can't get behind the God of Dad bod.
that's-
I'm happy for the fans, but man, he truly is from Planet Scumbag.
Well, that's there's a lot of denizens of Planet Scumbag, and he's probably my favorite. So,
where do you think the third conquistador is going off to?
well, probably to parts unknown, hopefully, or to urgent care, perhaps. I don't.
Hopefully they have one over in parts unknown. Oh my God. That all too familiar sound. That song that rings through all of our ears.
Oh, look at this. It's our new
Factory middleweight medallion. Introducing first, he is the current holder of the middleweight medallion,
Chris Desmond getting that middleweight medallion last week. I guess by committee or by administrative decision, something along those lines.
Look, I'm going to say this. As much as Smiley has not been here at the Monster Factory to defend his championship, I don't know if I'd appoint myself a championship like Chris Desmond has.
Sometimes just.
his opponent.
It's. Is it? She's.
Is it?
I think it is. And you know what? She's not like other girls.
No, she is not.
She is Nevaeh Madonna.
That is Nevaeh Madonna.
It is.
Madonna.
She's.
I think you got your notes confused there.
Well,
Pete.
it's like sometimes that happens.
Well, there is the returning Nevaeh Madonna. The last time we saw her was in the Turkey Slam Rumble
Yes, when Xander Alexander tossed her out.
alongside Ricky Rocks as well.
Of course, Nevaeh Madonna, a 3-stripe purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
We
Wow.
went down the whole list.
Everybody. I think they left John.
I think they covered John
Oh,
Alba.
they did? Okay.
Well, that is music to my ears. But I am very interested in this match. Well, I don't know if I call myself a champion. You didn't really beat anybody, Chris.
I'll tell you what. Chris Desmond needs to pay attention to the threat in the ring rather than John with the people at ringside.
John.
John?
I think that talking about John, right? That embodies the Philadelphia nature, and nothing embodies it more. Oh, come on! You knocked over the microphone. Well, I hope he's got enough money to cover that.
I think I get to keep this now.
Well, Nevaeh Madonna, like I was saying earlier, embodies the Philadelphia spirit. Just grit and ground and pound. And I think that's what's going to be the tactic she's going to get Chris Desmond down on the ground. Former jiu-jitsu trained over in Philadelphia.
Locking up. Oh, big kick to the midsection. Chris Desmond wasting no time going to work on Nevaeh Madonna.
Now, what would Philadelphia jiu-jitsu be? Would that be John Jitsu?
That would be, I think they practice John Jitsu at Broad and Snyder at the subway station. I saw that the other day.
Well, I live in Philadelphia. I think you need to know a little bit of jiu-jitsu to survive in the gritty city.
Chris Desmond off the ropes, over Madonna.
Oh, leapfrog over.
Hip. Oh, blocking the hip toss.
Oh. See
Big
that?
side headlock, grinding her down.
See that headlock? People tend to forget about how important a headlock is.
Whoa! She reversed that.
But I can tell you what, Chris Desmond didn't have that in tight enough for a nice quick judo throw from Nevaeh Madonna, and another toss. A couple of arm drags.
Chris
Chris Desmond a little dazed.
A little dizzy and confused. Oh, monkey flip out of the corner.
Oh.
Chris Desmond needs to get outside and regroup. And Nevaeh Madonna needs to stay on top of him.
Oh, goodness. Now, excuse me.
It's
Nevaeh Madonna has had a history of neck and spinal issues, and Chris Desmond
taking advantage of that. Here he is. The crowd not a fan.
tossing her back in the ring. One has to only think, do you think there's a little bit of ring rust with Nevaeh Madonna? I haven't seen her competing weekly on TRL, and I haven't seen her since Turkey Slam.
There's always a little bit of ring rust, Christian, but she seems to be shaking it off. At least she was shaking it off until Chris Desmond went on the offense. Chris Desmond mocking the crowd, striking from behind.
Again, attacking that neck. And you know what that connects to? That connects to the rest of your body. That sends a jolt right down to your fingertips, to your knees. That is something that'll send you into a
yeah, it's
deep place.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
No, it's your neck, it's your back. You know the rest. I mean, it's just awful. Stuck in that corner right now.
Kept in the corner.
Taking her out. Getting her up for a big suplex. Wow!
Oh,
big
again,
impact.
Right on that back, Pete.
I got to tell you, though, Chris Desmond had a lack of focus earlier, but he has been concentrating. Kick out by Madonna. He's been focusing on that back.
Did you see that? That took almost every ounce of her energy this early on to just throw that punch, to throw her shoulder up. You can see she's truly, truly in pain.
You can see, though, I mean...
Oh, just driving that knee right into her back.
Regardless of how he came to the middleweight medallion, he is behaving like a champion at this point in time. He has taken control of this match.
Pete, that is a jarring feeling to feel the point of your kneecap going right into the vertebrae, but Nevaeh Madonna using the crowd as energy to fire back at Chris. I think this is her opening.
Trying to regroup, holding on for dear life on those ropes. Nice.
Oh!
Big boot to the back of the head.
Most people may not know this, Pete, but Nevaeh Madonna had trained at the Black and the Brave, and I think that move looks rather familiar.
Nice clothesline. Oh! Madonna starting to get some energy and momentum here off the ropes. Up, and, oh!
Back into the corner.
Oh, big elbow. Yep.
Driving his face right into the mat, Pete.
This is it. This is when she needs to go for the pin.
The tide has turned. Nevaeh Madonna is now in control. Maybe perhaps going for a DDT, a double underhook. Chris Desmond going for that heat seeker. Oh, and a defiant chop.
Oh.
Oh, and a blue thunder bomb.
On
Could
the
this
back.
be it? Oh,
it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner at an official time of 4 minutes, 47 seconds, and still middleweight medallion holder, Chris Desmond.
Successful championship defense for Chris Desmond here tonight on TRL.
Well, there's something to be said about how he won tonight. He did not use the heat seeker. He could not connect with Nevaeh Madonna. Actually opting for the blue thunder bomb. What a change of pace, Pete.
It just goes to show that Chris Desmond, unpredictable, always innovating.
Well, there's one thing to be said about Chris Desmond, and I really don't want to say it because I don't want to get pulled off of here.
Has that ever happened before, Christian?
I'm a wild child, man.
Indeed you are.
Contest is scheduled for one fall.
Oh!
Introducing first, from the 215, weighing 215, the Broad Street Bully, Jake Manley.
Speaking of Broad and Snyder,
A lot of Philadelphia representation here. Actually, where WrestleMania will be held this year, and we will also be having events here all week long. Go ahead and check us out on Instagram for any details that you may need. If you guys are in town, feel free to stop by.
Wait, Christian, is it? Could it be?
From Westmont.
She's not like other girls.
I think you hit it on the head this time, Pete.
She's not like most girls. Stevie Brooks.
It is good to see Stevie Brooks back here on TRL. Just a ray of sunshine. Pure positivity coming off of this girl.
I'm a big Stevie Brooks fan. That's why I get very excited for the idea of Stevie Brooks coming out here.
Well, sizing up here. We getting a little pose down here, Pete.
Right?
What an interesting dynamic we have here. A bully and the polar opposite in Stevie Brooks. I have not seen somebody she did make a friend with.
See, this is both of these two, Christian, are coming off of losses last week at Factory Reboot. Both of them looking to get back on the winning track. Of course, Jake Manley's been working on finding a win for a while now, allegedly trying to get back to basics, but just not having much success.
Well, if we're talking about back to basics, we're looking at two wrist locks going back and forth here, trading. This is what we learn here at the Monster Factory. Fundamentals, the most important part of professional wrestling. Stevie Brooks is taking advantage of that.
Nice side headlock there. Of course, Jake Manley failing to capture the Supersonic Championship from Adam Matthews last weekend at Factory Reboot. Stevie Brooks into the ropes.
A big shoulder tackle taking Jake Manley off his feet.
Stevie Brooks into the corner. Nice splash. Manley's a little bit dazed. Picked him up.
And a big body slam.
Put him down, Christian.
Oh!
Split. Just a 1 count. Jake Manley getting out of that very quickly.
See, if that was Hogan, the match would be done right there, Pete.
It would be.
But I don't think Hogan could do a split.
I don't think he could. Not today.
Oh!
Stevie Brooks.
What a side of Stevie Brooks throwing punches this early. That's usually Jake Manley's game. Love to see it.
Ducks the clothesline.
Oh!
Big knee to the face of Stevie Brooks, and Jake Manley is very happy with himself.
Jake Manley put so much power behind that he fell down and had to roll back.
He's delighted. Stevie Brooks slowly making her way to her feet, moving back into the corner. Look at him. He's just bullying her at this point.
Oh, just shots right to that smile, Pete. But she's still smiling. She's still fighting through the pain. There's one thing about Stevie Brooks. It's always having a positive mindset.
Stevie Brooks no quitting her.
God.
Just punishing her.
Really raking the eyes. You know how much that burns, Pete? That is duct tape and cable. Elevator cable, Pete.
Ouch. At this point, though, Jake Manley, he's desperate for a win. He's trying to pull out all the stops here. Oh! Snapmare out of the corner. Oh, big kick to the side of the face. Jake Manley is starting to think that he's got this in the bag.
Oh, a little bit of trash talk here from Jake Manley. There's one thing Jake Manley does best, other than wrestling. It's talking trash, Pete.
Well, hey, he's from Philly. We know how to do it over there. Stevie Brooks. Manley going for the cover. Oh, kick out at 2. Referee Ruby O'Connor on top of the action. Big headlock trying to wear Stevie Brooks down. Tire her out.
Listen to that crowd, Pete. It's that energy that drives you, that motivates you to get back up, to keep fighting. And they recognize that fighting spirit within Stevie Brooks. Oh, no!
Big handful of hair by Jake Manley.
Oh. Of course, Jake Manley wouldn't take the high road. He had to grab her hair and toss her right to the ground, Pete.
That's,
he's a bully.
It's despicable, I will admit.
At the end of the day, he's a bully. He's somebody that would shove you in your lockers or give you swirlies.
See, that's the problem with Jake Manley right now, is that he's enjoying this. He's having fun, just beating on Stevie Brooks. When, he says he wants a win, but he's not even trying to pin her right now, just trying to hurt her.
Very, very different change of pace for Jake Manley, typically opting for the scientific wrestling.
And Stevie kicks out again at 2. She's still in this, Christian. Jake Manley can't believe that that was just a 2 count.
Doesn't surprise me. There's something to be said about Stevie Brooks. She always is fighting and always is trying to work from underneath.
Up on the shoulders. Stevie Brooks
Oh,
fighting
right
to
to
get
the
down.
back.
Oh,
the line.
clothesline. Stevie Brooks is starting to feel some energy.
Knock some sense into him, Stevie. Keep plowing through.
There we go. Getting Jake out of the corner, tossing to the other
Whipping him
side.
into the corner, right back into the middle. What is? Oh! Some sort of modified STO. Could this be it? Oh, and no.
Jake kicks out. See, Jake's finding out what happens when you wait too long.
Like you said, Pete, I think he spent too long playing with his food.
It's,
Stevie Brooks wants a win tonight.
But Stevie Brooks is not someone that you take lightly. Stevie Brooks is not someone that
Oh!
you just let hang around and stay in a match.
Oh, what?
Rake in the eyes.
Man, this
This
is
is-
what I mean.
We saw a little bit of this after Jake Manley's loss to Adam Matthews last week.
Another sidestep. Going for a pin. Oh, no!
Oh,
Opting for that chokehold. I think this could be it,
This-
Jake. I think Jake could have it here if he locks that in completely.
Oh.
No, Stevie Brooks. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
Wow.
my goodness.
wow! Out of nowhere.
Official winner at a time of 5 minutes.
Jake Manley.
Oh,
Come on
come
now.
on.
Come on. What is he doing?
How disgusting.
It's
What a sore loser.
not just a sore loser, a loser in general.
It was his fault he didn't wrap his legs around securing Stevie Brooks in his submission.
Whoa, wait. It is
Christian Darling.
prime time, baby. Get him, Christian. Yeah, right there. Exchanging lefts and rights. And he gets Manley out of the ring.
Knocking him senseless, Pete. Manley didn't walk out of the ring. He was punched out of the ring. He fell through the ropes.
Christian Darling tired of what he was seeing in the back. Stepping in to come to Stevie Brooks' aid.
Well, I think this just speaks towards Jake Manley's character. What a coward. Finally getting an answer.
Well,
And now Christian Darling.
I don't think we've seen the end of this. Someone's going to have a conversation with Jake Manley, I'm sure.
What a gentleman Christian Darling is.
He's a great
Who
guy,
said chivalry's dead?
right?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we have the Total Wrestling Rumble later tonight.
I am excited. This will be my first time calling a Rumble, Christian. Cannot wait for the chaos that
The
that will bring.
following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Oh, we know that song, that Black Flag song, that rebel sound coming from Lucas Twitch DeSangro.
But from Levittown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 190 pounds, Mr. Fantastic Lucas Twitch DeSangro.
Always great to see Twitch here at the Monster Factory. Of course, Twitch looking to make 2024 his year as he sets his sights, eventually trying to get a championship match against Goldie.
Twitch has made that very apparent. He even told me that today, that his goal is to get the one championship that has eluded him in his 8 years here at the Monster Factory.
Is it? Could it be? He's not like other tag team partners. Christian?
You're right, it's one of the Bing Boys here tonight.
185 pounds,
It sure is.
Isaac Taylor.
You made me think Stevie Brooks was coming back out, Pete.
I haven't been drinking, Christian, but
Oh,
don't hold me to that. Isaac Taylor, one half of the Bing Boys, facing off against Twitch.
oh, you hear that? The bell is sounded, and this match is off to the races. One of our up-and-coming students here alongside Adam Matthews in the Bing Boys. Now, are you familiar why they're called the Bing Boys?
I am not.
They went to Abington High School.
Oh, Abington High School, yes.
Believe it or not.
Out in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Yes.
Believe it or not, that is not a grown man. That is an 18-year-old child wrestling in the ring. And you know what? I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that.
I was going to say.
He is not a child. He has proven himself.
He has absolutely proven himself. And that's the thing with both Isaac Taylor and Adam Matthews, both of these two. Every week you see them, they just get a little bit better. And the thing I really appreciate about Isaac Taylor is the energy and enthusiasm that he brings to every single match. Whether he wins or he loses, he gives it his 110% every time.
He truly is exuberant, Pete.
John with Twitch, I don't know what they're talking about. Twitch looks fantastic, by the way. It looks like he's slimmed down, and I got to say, I love this new haircut of his.
No, for sure. I've
Looking
definitely
sharp.
noticed that with Lucas. He is slimmed down. He is getting leaner. The body fat percentage is going down. You can see a little definition there in the
Right.
gut.
Oh, test of strength. Well, Isaac might want to rethink that. Hey, that's smart.
Well, if you want to know something about people from Abington, Missy Sampson, one of our coaches, also attended Abington High School. Definitely a success rate. It's like, what is it in Texas? Texas A&M with
Texas,
Bruiser
yeah.
Brody, Dusty Rhodes, just producing champions out here tonight.
Hopefully there's a tag team championship gold in the future for the Big Boys. Time will tell. Twitch right now just looks like he's, this is, I don't know.
They're do-si-doing
I was
here.
going to say, this is some square dance action. Takes me back to middle school.
Hey.
Honor your partner.
You want to talk about middle school dances?
There we go.
We've got Isaac Taylor here in the ring. This is like the prom for him.
Big headlock from Twitch. Squeezing away on the head of Isaac Taylor.
Again, that's something to be said about Twitch. He really idolizes and looks up to a lot of the stars of the early Ring of Honor generation, the people that cut their teeth and are now stars here in professional wrestling. I think we're seeing something similar with Twitch.
Oh, that shoulder tackle didn't do much. Isaac Taylor rethinking things.
I think he met his match. Oh yeah, there was a little bit of confusion. I think Twitch should get down on the ground.
Absolutely. I mean, if I was Twitch, that's what I would do. They're going to try it again. I mean, they're going to. If at first you don't succeed, Christian, try again. Here we go. Oh, perfect.
Looking for a
Look at that.
leapfrog into an arm drag. Come on, kid. You got to know that Lucas has been around the block one too many times here.
Oh, and again, tossing Isaac Taylor around the ring.
Oh, catching that clothesline. Going off the ropes into another drag. Nip up. Twitch.
Isaac Taylor rolling around the ring like I don't want to say one of the, like Curly of the Three Stooges, but I mean, he's rolling around a lot.
Oh, almost lost his footing there. Counting along with the fans.
Oh. What is?
Again, this miscommunication. Yeah, I mean, I was expecting that as well, but not a brutal kick like that to the ribs, maybe taking out the air of Isaac Taylor.
I'll say that.
Oh, that was the distance that Twitch created. I think he's underestimating this kid a little bit. Oh! Well, Pete, if we look at how that just transpired, that could be an elimination later here tonight.
In that Rumble, absolutely. Isaac Taylor finally getting a little bit of an upper hand.
Oh, into a nice little neck breaker. Brian Morris isn't here on commentary to talk about his neck breaker, but I would say that Isaac Taylor certainly has a better one than Brian Morris, the Wonder Boy.
I'll tell you what, Isaac Taylor doing exactly what he needs to do. He went for the cover, which is what he needs to do against Twitch.
Too much distance here. Exactly what I thought. There's a thing to be said about Twitch. It's trying to close that distance, not letting somebody go past the middle of the ring, keeping them in the center. Oh, drilled him right into the face. See, keeping right on Taylor.
Speaking about making some space, Isaac Taylor trying to get Twitch up for the suplex, and he did.
Nothing like a good old-fashioned suplex.
Going for the cover. Kicks out at 2. Now Twitch for the first time in this match is a little bit woozy, I guess you would say, or at least not as awake as he was before. Isaac Taylor on the offense.
Isaac Taylor is certainly impressing me, taking down a former tag team champion, a former supersonic champion, and hopefully a future world champion.
Isaac Taylor, wow. Twitch is just kind of, he's warmed up now. He's ready to do some damage. Isaac Taylor getting back to his feet, trying to get back to his feet, I should say, in the corner.
Oh!
Big forearm to the side of the head. Grabbing a hold of Isaac Taylor, whipping him into the corner. Twitch going back, head of steam. Oh, big miss. Oh.
I misspoke, Pete. Twitch actually created distance there, and you see how it backfired on him.
DDT.
Ooh! Right on the top of the head, Pete.
Going for the cover.
I think he could be out. Could this be it? Could this be it?
Wow. That's the closest that Isaac Taylor has come so far tonight to putting Twitch away.
Drilling his head into the mat. Did you see that, Pete? He was straight up in the air, flat as a board.
Isaac Taylor's got to stay on him. You can't give Twitch a second.
Oh,
wow.
And a discus clothesline.
Isaac.
Dazing Isaac into a running knee.
Big knee.
Dragon's breath. 1, 2, and 3.
Well,
I can't say I'm surprised, Pete.
You got.
At a time of 6 minutes and 45 seconds, Lucas Twitch Desmond.
All credit to Isaac Taylor for the effort that he put in tonight, but Twitch is your winner, and convincingly so.
Working from the ground up. This is Twitch's campaign this year, is to go for the World Championship, the Heavyweight Championship here at the Monster Factory.
Great show of sportsmanship there from Twitch.
Certainly. If there's something he learned from Ring of Honor, it's having a code of honor.
Right?
There's something to be said about Lucas and his journey. I hope he sees that journey. I hope he is able to achieve that by the end of the year.
It's an ambitious goal, but I think that he can do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. The excitement.
The Total Rumble Live. Here are the rules. 2 competitors will start in this ring. Every 60 seconds, another competitor will enter. Eliminations can occur by being thrown over the top rope with both feet hitting the floor. The last participant standing in this ring will gain the right to challenge for either the Monster Factory Arena or Supersonic Championships.
Big stakes for the winner of this Rumble.
What a familiar song. We heard this to start the night, but who could it be? Could it be the God of Dad Bod? Could it be Marvelous? Or
could it be Mini Marvelous?
Could it be Mini Marvelous?
Wow, I hope it's
We'll
Mini
just
Marvelous.
have to wait and see, Pete. My excitement's through the roof.
Introducing
It is a regular-sized Marvelous here tonight.
The light.
Representing the Body Snatchers, this is Marvelous.
The light of all that is.
I know we were talking about Mini Marvelous, but this regular-sized Marvelous is no joke. I've been on the receiving end of his kicks from the Galaxy Breaker. He is a brutal, feral competitor.
Who drew entrant number 2?
And the speed of Marvelous you cannot overlook.
From Westchester,
Oh!
Pennsylvania, she is one
We're off to a hot
of
start
the
tonight, Christian.
reigning Monster Factory Tag Team Champions, the notorious Mimi.
One of the most decorated professional wrestlers to come through the Monster Factory, folks. That is the notorious Mimi, a former NXT superstar, back here, back at her home, wrestling in the Total Wrestling Rumble.
Here we go. We're off, Christian. Every 60 seconds, a new competitor
What
will
is-
enter the ring.
Is this a... Oh!
Oh,
A secret handshake.
apparently so.
I heard that's how you get into the Skull and Bones, Pete.
I wouldn't know anything about that as a Penn State alumnus. Into the ropes.
Oh!
Shoulder block from Mimi.
Again, Mimi being one of the most decorated people alongside Twitch, but again, the Monster Factory Heavyweight Championship has eluded her whole career, winning almost
Wow,
every
could this
single
be an early elimination?
Like I said,
Whoa! Are we going to see it again? Because
oh,
I loved it.
a little bit of Latin spice from Marvelous here.
Here we go.
Are we going back to the conga line?
Oh,
No! Learning his lesson. Oh, could this be an early elimination?
That's, uh-oh, here it comes.
And just like that,
Oh, this guy. Really?
Manley.
now you don't have to be an eagle-eyed viewer to know that Jake Manley was just wrestling a couple of matches ago. That's definitely going to affect his performance here at the Monster Factory with two people that are fresh.
I will say, though, if ever there was a good 60 seconds to just beat the living daylights out of Jake Manley, Marvelous, and Mimi, this is the time to do it.
Well, he has something to prove, losing earlier tonight and just being disgraced, being thrown out of the ring by Christian Darling.
Knocking Marvelous to the ground. Mimi misses with a kick.
Oh, could this be a burning? No, going in the torture rack position, spinning her around, giving her, oh!
Torture spin and a backbreaker.
God.
Jake Manley, despite wrestling earlier, looks fresh and looks mean. Going after Marvelous.
And just like that, we have another entrant here in the Total Wrestling Rumble.
Oh! Silver Lobo from sunny Acapulco, Mexico, with a big DDT on Jake Manley.
Now, was Silver Lobo one of the conquistadors earlier? I still don't know the identity of whoever that was. Oh!
Side slam on Mimi. Marvelous misses with the kick. Lobo picks him up. Atomic drop.
Right on the tuchus.
That's it. Put the boots to him, Lobo. I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be unbiased? Because I'm not.
Hey, it's not that kind of journalism here,
I was gonna
Pete.
say thank goodness. No fairness doctrine in wrestling.
Oh, already over the ropes.
Would this be the first elimination? Marvelous intercepting Jake Manley as Mimi tries to work on getting Silver Lobo out, and we're ready for our fifth entrant.
Isaac Taylor.
Isaac Taylor just wrestling in the match previous to this already. Oh!
Just getting bounced around like a ping pong ball.
Again, he just went back to the locker room only to come right back out this early on. What an unlucky drawing for Isaac Taylor.
The smart thing for Isaac Taylor to do is to just kind of hang around in the background and hope that nobody notices him. But that's not Isaac Taylor's spirit.
Hey, you see him
now.
giving some very jaw-jacking punches to Silver Lobo, trying to lift him over the ropes, while Jake Manley
what is
gets him
this?
into an electric chair position.
Oh!
Right on his big
Big
boys
boys.
and out of the ring. Our first elimination here, unfortunately, to Isaac Taylor.
Hopefully he doesn't have to walk back to Abington. Jake Manley.
Number 6.
Oh, really feeling the beat here.
Cameron Pierce.
Cameron Pierce, one of our juniors here, who holds a victory over Nick Petit and world renowned, might I add.
Hey,
That just brings a smile to my face, Pete.
superstar of the future right here. Teeing off on Silver
Oh!
Lobo with a clothesline. Everyone else just sort of watching Cameron Pierce go to work.
Now, Cameron Pierce reminds me of one of those young wrestlers that you hear about, the Tyson kids, the Hart children that learn so early on and have all of this experience by the time that they turn of age to start wrestling for a larger company. He's going to be wiser beyond his years.
No, this isn't good. Come on, Jake.
Oh, who are you to bully a child?
Right? There we go.
Oh!
Number
Well,
Liam Black.
Hey, wait a second. He looks familiar. Does he look familiar to you, Christian?
that is Liam Black, if that's what you're wondering, Pete.
Well,
Is that what you're asking?
I mean,
Oh!
I think I may have seen him earlier tonight. Just,
What makes you say that?
I don't know. There's just something. He just gives off a Gold LeMay vibe, I guess. I don't know. Liam Black, of course, coming up from Maryland to the Monster Factory. Once again, putting the boots
Again,
to Jake Manley.
Liam Black's one of the most impressive people here at the Monster Factory, only having a month of training before actively working on shows. Isn't that something, Pete?
That's he's only 19 years old. A lot of young competitors in this Rumble.
Oh! Oh, driving the back of his head onto that bottom rope.
Meanwhile, Mimi putting the boots to Cameron Pierce. Marvelous taking up
Oh,
Silver
my-
Lobo.
Focus.
Well, Lobo is in and out. And here is
Nick Petit,
Nick Petit.
the focus.
Oh, God. I need an Excedrin every time I see or hear that song.
Nick Petit wasting no time, and he thrives by hearing the hate from this crowd.
Hey, no love lost here from the Monster Factory faithful out here in Paulsboro, New Jersey. Nick Petit driving
Liam Black down.
Liam
Jake
Black into his
Manley
back.
tangling with Cameron Pierce.
Oh,
Big boot from Mimi.
is Liam Black out? Oh! Sliding to the bottom rope. Stay
Staying
on
in.
there. Well, listen, Pete, I do not have any love loss. I will tell you my honest opinion about Nick Petit. One of the slimiest, most despicable people here at the Monster Factory.
But you cannot deny Nick Petit's talent.
I will never deny Nick Petit's talent, but I will, in fact, denigrate his character. Sorry, I was getting caught up in Frankie Picard here. What a venomous competitor here, even having the symbiote right on his gear.
Knocking Cameron Pierce to the ground. Oh, big kick to Marvelous.
Oh!
And Marvelous strikes right back.
Oh!
Oh! And are they
Could he
keeping
be
up?
out quickly?
Make
And
it
in
so!
and out.
Card has been eliminated.
They made it so. Christian tossing him over the top rope.
Well, it's because he pulled his punch on Mimi. I don't know what that was. Here at the Monster Factory, it's equal rights and equal lefts.
I'll tell you, it's
The Pride.
whoa business.
And there's Mini Marvelous!
Business, as they say, is about to pick up. If you're anyone other than Marvelous, you don't want to be here.
Now, Pete, the biggest question here is, if we get to the final three, who is going over the top ropes? Could we see a little bit of dissension here with the Body Snatchers? And could Mini Marvelous be our #1 contender?
That would be unusual. I'll tell you, I've been saying it. I'm not a bandwagon person here, Christian. I love the Dad of God Bod's fashion sense. These Hawaiian shirts of his are amazing. They're retro, they're chic, and right now they're effectively choking Nick Petit in the corner.
There's something.
And now Mimi. Well,
Hey, I'd love to join in too.
Look who's joining us on commentary here, Christian. It's
Mini
it's
Marvelous.
Mini Marvelous himself.
Let's actually let Mini Marvelous get something to say here.
Stick him right here.
The floor is yours, Mini Marvelous.
Oh, it's prime time. Christian Darling making his way to the ring. Jake Manley. Oh, these two are going to go right at it following their encounter earlier this evening. Nick Petit choking out the God of Dad Bod. Marvelous is still in this, and Mimi, both of those two, the first two entrants in the match. At some point in time, it looks like Cameron Pierce was eliminated.
Mini Marvelous wanted me to let you know that his odds-on favorite here tonight are the Body Snatchers.
I mean, I would be shocked if it were anyone else.
God of Dad Bod stalking, seeing the playing field here.
Where did Nick Petit just go? He's not eliminated, we know that. Christian Darling, meanwhile, locking up with Jake Manley.
Neither
There
is
goes
the
Mimi.
notorious Mimi, bringing Nick Petit back in the ring.
I gotta tell you though.
I think you know this song.
Wait,
I know this song.
Who is it? Oh,
Mr. Friday Night himself, Mark Raspa Jr.
it's Raspa or Riot here in the Total Wrestling Rumble. Oh, sling blade on Nick Petit.
I get goosebumps.
DDT on Mimi.
I get goosebumps every time from a reaction like that.
Can you hear this crowd?
Singing in unison.
These two, big history.
Oh!
Of course, the God of Dab bot has left Mark Raspa Jr. for dead on multiple occasions. Oh, trading blows back and forth.
Oh,
Liam
come
Black.
on.
I was about to say how surreal it was that Mimi and the Body Snatchers were, had an alliance, but never mind.
Let's talk about how Mark Raspa was able to stand his ground with the God of Dadbot, somebody that clearly has a size.
Here comes Twitch, going right after Liam Black in the corner, attacking Marvelous. Christian Darling locking up with Nick Petit. Petit is not eliminated, though. He's just hanging on. Oh! Cutter by Twitch. Raspa perilously on the outside, holding on to that top rope. Ow! Taking down Jake Manley. Mimi holding on for dear life.
Well, Twitch,
Oh.
driving his foot right into the God of Dadbot's face.
This is
Oh!
irresistible force and immovable object right here, Christian. In the corner, Twitch just pounding on the God of Dabod.
Oh no, Mark Raspa has been eliminated!
What? Oh,
Number 14.
My goodness.
Jake Manley making no friends tonight.
That was almost a quick and you'll miss it moment here. So much action going on, so many people. And of
Chris
course,
Desmond bouncing around the ring. Oh, that's right. Well, I mean, you could hit Nick Petit. Oh,
of course, Chris Desmond back here. And again, what did you expect from the crowd?
wow, they're on Jake Manley.
Now they're
He
on
doesn't
Jake
care.
Manley.
He's heard worse.
You know, Pete, I've heard Chris Desmond described as a poor man's Christian Rocco.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Have you
That's,
noticed since World Renown kicked him out, they've kind of gone downhill? They've lost the tag titles to Oliver and some other guy.
Some other guy. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, Mimi just hammering Jake Manley in the corner. Chris Desmond looks like he got his bell rung.
That song! That is Brian Murphy! I caught his shirt tonight! I was not expecting to catch his shirt tonight!
We're going to have a full wardrobe before the evening's over, Christian. We've got the God of Dabod shirt. We've got a world-renowned shirt.
I am most certainly getting a world-renowned shirt.
Well,
What are
there's-
you going to use that for? Toilet paper?
I'm just
Come
saying,
on.
hey, look, there's sleeves on it, so you know that it's not Brian Morris's.
Brian Murphy!
Brian Murphy from the world-famous Monster Factory, our broadcast partner, going right after Chris Desmond.
What a suplex! Suplex! Oh!
Jake Manley. Right, he got kicked right in the face.
Well,
I love
think,
it.
I don't think
love
that
it.
had the same ring as Brian Murphy from the world-famous Monster Factory.
Twitch, of course, going after Manley with the assistance of Marvelous. Mimi
Oh!
hitting.
The Broad Street Bully coming right back in, going underneath the ropes.
Nick
Oh.
Petit just taking his time. Oh!
Going into the fetal position. It's like that trick when they put somebody in a ball, you know, you can't really get at them. You just kind of have to roll them over.
Well,
Why?
wow, got a Dabod. He certainly told you. Of course,
He may have won the fans over, but he hasn't won me
no,
over.
and he wasn't actually winning over Brian Murphy as they were going at each other there earlier. Christian Darling in the corner with Chris Desmond, the middleweight champion, middleweight medallion holder, I should say.
And over in the other corner, we're seeing blow for blow. The God of Dadbot and Jake Manley.
Oh, Chris Desmond almost taking out Twitch.
Oh!
What? Oh, And Twitch is gone.
Been eliminated.
Brian Murphy dropping him on his face.
Brian Murphy.
Come on, Brian, pick him up and get him out.
staying on
Take
top
advantage
Chris
of that.
Desmond.
Oh, well, there's people blocking the way. Brian, pick another corner. Do something, Brian. Don't let him fight back.
Oh! The God of Dabbot, who was my odds-on favorite to win, has been eliminated. Christian Darling.
Fight back, Brian.
He's
There we
out.
go.
Has been eliminated.
Well, world renowned
you,
and
Christian
Brian
Darling.
Murphy going at it blow for blow here.
And
Oh, no, Brian.
oh!
Oh, no.
Wow!
Brian Murphy has been eliminated.
And
Oh.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if you caught this, Christian, but the God of Dabbot just hauled Jake Manley out of here, probably to put him in the trunk of a car and drive him to the middle of a field and drop him off.
Well, my disappointment is immeasurable seeing Brian Murphy. I think he just got too exuberant, Pete.
We are
Down to our final five.
Yep.
Look at that standoff, and now going blow for blow, while Mimi seems to precariously be perched on the top rope. Could this be a
great
crossbody?
Crossbody takes out both of them.
What a
Chris
smart
Desmond
move.
out over the top rope, but holds on. Same with Christian Darling, holding on.
See, that's the ring IQ there, Pete. While everybody's going at it blow for blow, Mimi was looking for another option.
Mimi, a smart competitor. Nick Petit on Marvelous in the corner. The question is, you'd think that for World Renowned, with Chris Desmond and Nick Petit in the ring, that the odds would be in their favor if they're on the same page. But with World Renowned these days, you never know.
There certainly has been a little bit of a love-hate relationship with World Renowned lately, Pete.
Nick Petit is still in it. Nick Petit.
How would you classify World Renowned's relationship?
Oh, and
Well,
so much for that.
It's single now.
Chris Desmond, the last sole surviving member of World Renowned in this match.
Oh, did you hear that, Pete? The crowd's calling him a bum.
Well,
I couldn't agree more. Again,
this is, if you're Chris Desmond right now, absolutely he wants a timeout, but there's no timeouts in Battle Royals.
Pete, I see you have a notebook there. Can
Yes.
you check it? Does it have the rules in there? Does it say anything about timeouts?
There's nothing here for timeouts, Christian.
Pete, we're down to the final four here. Almost all of them representing a tag team.
Oh, Marvelous is gone.
Been eliminated.
No more body snatchers.
And then there were three, Pete. We have Christian Darling, the Notorious Mimi, and Chris Desmond.
And you have to give credit to Mimi. She was the #1 entrant in this Rumble, and she's still here down in the final three.
Certainly an Iron Woman here, Pete. Whoa! A lot of force throwing Mimi out of the ring, coming right back in. Chris Desmond. Oh! Maybe getting.
Mimi's gone. We're down to our final two, Christian. Chris Desmond, Christian Darling.
Chris Desmond certainly dazed from that beatdown, being ganged up on by three other people. I think his wits aren't about him. Maybe his sight's a little off because that heat seeker did not connect with Christian Darling. Oh! But that blow did, and so did Christian Darling's. Back and forth, back and forth. Who's going to get the best of it? And of course, he takes the low road, Pete.
He always does.
Not surprising from somebody like Chris Desmond.
But here's the thing with Christian Darling. He has the strength, he has the endurance, and he also has the crowd on his side because no one here. See?
I don't think he's winning over the crowd here tonight. I think we've established that.
Did they?
Oh!
Throws him back in.
Tossed up into the air, Pete. Did you see how high he tossed him?
That's the strength and power of Christian Darling. Big clothesline in the corner.
I understand that Chris Desmond's a middleweight, but that's still throwing a grown man up into the sky, Pete.
And keep in mind here, Christian, what's at stake. The winner of this Rumble gets a shot at the Supersonic
Whoa,
Championship
whoa, whoa, whoa.
or
Could
the
this be
Arena
it?
Championship.
There's a little bit of a struggle here.
Holding on for dear life is Chris
Whoa.
Desmond.
Oh!
Big kick.
That's what you want to do. You want to stay right in the middle. If you're Christian Darling, you don't want to get down to that dangerous position by the ropes.
Nope.
That could cost you here, Pete.
Both of these competitors, though, Christian, have been in this match for a while. They're starting to feel the effects. Cardio is going to come into play at this point. Who has the best conditioning? Who can find the strength to throw their opponent over the top
Grabbing him by
rope?
the seat of his pants. Could this be it? Oh, Chris Darling is fighting back. He is not letting this one leave. Only for Chris Desmond to go over the top rope. He is in a dangerous position, Pete. Could this be? Oh!
Chris Desmond, smart, very great ring awareness skills, going up to the top rope.
Oh!
Christian Darling seeing that coming from a mile away. Chris Desmond, though, working to get back to his feet.
Christian Darling teeing up. Could this be it?
It's
yes!
We have a winner!
That is it, folks!
That's it.
The winner of Total Rumble Live, primetime, Christian Darling.
What time is it, Christian?
It is 10:05, but
it's prime time, baby.
I do believe it is prime time.
Prime time.
Wow, Christian Darling, a former arena champion, maybe achieving that title once again here tonight, or possibly the Supersonic Championship as well.
And here comes the arena champion, Travis Jacobs, the inevitable icon, and the Rassling Rocker.
Two wonderful choices here. Will Christian Darling try and reclaim what he never really got to hold? He held the arena championship for a day. Or will he go for the prestigious Supersonic Championship? What? The weight of the decision being put on the spot here.
See, both of these are tough decisions. People underestimate Adam Matthews, and that's a mistake, as many people have discovered lately. Travis Jacobs just beating Xander Alexander for that championship.
Getting eye to eye with Adam Matthews. Christian Darling expressing interest in the Supersonic Championship. Whoa! Well, you know what that means.
There we have it,
heard
folks.
Next week, the main event will be held at prime time for the Arena Championship between Travis Jacobs and Christian Darling. Pete, it's been a wonderful night with you tonight.
Thank you so much. Fans, join us next week for another exciting episode of Total Wrestling Live on the Monster Factory's YouTube channel. Or better yet, come see us live in person in Paulsboro, New Jersey. It's free.
Signing off, I'm the Wild Child Christian Rocco, and this is Pete Carter. Thank you, everybody.
Have a great night.